beautiful Aries, welcome to my channel. This is Baba Jolie here with a look at the rest of the year. I've already cleansed your space and I've meditated on your cards. For those of you who are returning, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for all your wonderful likes, shares and subscribes. I'm truly grateful for all your beautiful energy. Just a little reminder that this is a general reading, not a one-to-one reading, just so you're aware. Also, please be mindful that scammers are about to pretend to be me and lots of other tarot readers. I do not do personal readings. I'm not on Facebook, WhatsApp, PayPal, Telegram or Patreon, and I do not take money, e-gifts or donations. So if anyone claiming to be me asks you for anything at all, it is not me, it is a scam. Please report them or ignore them. Let's get straight on with your reading, my beautiful Aries. I'm going to cleanse your space hourly. There's going to be 3 loud sounds, so please be mindful if you do have headphones in, and let us begin. Okay, so let's take a look at October, November, and December. I'm going to do 3 piles, of course, one each representing each month. It's going to be a little bit differently this time round, but October, it sees the new moon in Libra. That is about balance, justice, and karma. Now, it can be a time of lust as well. Lust for life, lust for a person, or your career. It's just you feel a little bit more hungry than usual for something in particular. Also, your 7th house is activated and that is in your love life, okay? So it's about looking at romance. It's about looking at how your love life is. If it's non-existent, it's about re-energizing it. If you're already with someone, it is about deepening your connection with that person, injecting a little bit more energy there as well. And of course, your 1st house is activated right at the end of October there, my beautiful Aries, because the full moon is in your sign. That will be a very powerful, energized moon for you. It is a time of looking at self-realization, but also finding that balance between you and reaching out to others and sharing your resources, as it were. So people may come to you during that time for advice and things like that. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Great Angels. Jupiter gets triggered during October, so it is a time of good luck and plenty. So expect the unexpected when Jupiter is there. Good luck popping out of nowhere, opportunities just arising from the shadows. So it can be a very prosperous time for most signs during that time. Now for October, you got frog prosperity, so I'm loving that, especially since, as I said, Jupiter is activated during that time. It's really triggered, actually. Let's call it triggered, because it really comes into play in December for everybody. It aspects Gemini, so a time of communication. But let us go on. So October is going to be quite a powerful month for you, especially when it comes to love, passion, desire. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Great Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Aries? What do they need to know? We've got finances there coming on through for you as well. Thank you so much. Oh my God. I mean, this is 2 different decks, Aries. Please take a look at that word prosperity. Okay, right there. You got 2 cards for October saying some money's coming on in. There's some sort of prosperity happening. Oh, okay. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Great Angels. Can you please? Thank you so much. Oh, wow. Oh, they want me to go one more, so I will. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Great Angels. Can you please guide? Thank you so much. Oh, wow. Oh, I'm really blown away. So if you're looking for love, for example, or you're with someone and hoping to deepen your connection, you got soulmate and you got ring, okay, for December. So very exciting energy coming through if you're looking for love, potential to find someone that you will settle down with. Let's go and get the overall energy before I start clarifying all of the piles for you. Thank you so much. Ooh, okay, the Hierophant has come out there. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Great Angels. They want the 2 there. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Great Angels. Okay, let me just move that there. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Great Angels. Okay, wow. The energy here, I don't know if you noticed, it got a little bit difficult. Yeah, well, not surprised. The cards became a little bit unruly and the energy becomes a little bit difficult. So we've got some sort of tower moment in December. We'll look at that and see what's happening there. I know you're all sighing like, it was going so well, Bubba, and then the tower came out. But, you know, often tower does not mean a negative surprise. It just means surprise, something you were not expecting. So we'll have a look and see what that is before we close out. Now we got frog prosperity. Let's get back to October. That's looking a lot better. It says, let go of the past and embrace change. Opportunities are close at hand. Hop into this new day with joy. Abundance and good fortune await you. So I definitely feel like, you know, pardon using the phrase leaping to success and things like that, because we got a frog there. I mean, you got two cards of prosperity. Also, I feel like you're deepening your commitment to, you know, your finances or your goals, your dreams there, and your you know, hunches are important during October as well, because you've got that high priestess right there. But we'll clarify that in a moment. Yeah, I feel like you got pretty much the Midas touch in October there. Even though your house of finances doesn't really get activated until November, your eighth house of money really gets activated at the beginning of November there. So perhaps we're having a little bit of a run of energy straight through because of that Jupiter for you. I'm going to pull a card on that just to clarify anything you need to know about that prosperity. But it looks like financially there's going to be a little bit more coming your way in October there. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Aries? What do they need to know? Now, also in October, Mercury is in retrograde right until the end of the month. So expect the unexpected when it comes to people from the past, okay? We got Five of Wands energy, something that maybe you've been really battling away to, you know, Eight of Swords, something you've been worrying about. They're indicating that there's nothing to worry about really, because there's something coming on in here that's really going to help you. Seven of Wands, they want me to go one more. Yeah, so basically Mercury is in retrograde, which can mean that people from your past pop up. Now this can be friends from the past who offer you opportunities. It can be family members that you haven't heard from in a while. It can mean, you know, employees or ex-bosses, you know, reaching out to you saying, hey, you know, there's a job here, or, you know, have you heard of this thing that's be really good financial? I'm not really into those stocks and shares and things like that, but, you know, there's a really good tip here for this. You know, it can be like that. So expect them reaching out, but it can also be ex-loves reaching out to you as well, missing you, longing to hear from you as well. So expect the unexpected in October with regards to that. But we do have the Five of Wands. Now the Five of Wands can be a conflict card, okay? But it can also be a card of creative brainstorming. It can be sort of a card of exploring, you know, far-fetched ideas, or, you know, trying things out with trial and error, you know. What is that? They're giving me this sentence about, one second please, I just need to try and see if I get that, because it just whizzed on by there. I feel like they're talking about the tower here, but we'll get to that. They're jumping the gun a little bit, because I feel like they're saying, whenever something doesn't go your way and it crumbles and you feel like you may fail at it, you're not starting from scratch, you're starting from experience. Okay, I like to say that actually there's no such thing as failure, only learning. I feel like it's the same sentiment. You know, you don't start again from the very beginning. You start from a point of experience. You know what works, you know what doesn't work. So you can take out the elements that didn't work and you can move forward. You know, even some of the greatest entrepreneurs or philanthropists of our time, you know, they if you have a look at their credit history and everything like that, they kind of like, you know, go from strength to strength to strength, and then there'll be a point where they lose it all. And then, you know, or something goes wrong and then they just build it back up again because they learn, oh, shouldn't have done that, or, oh, I won't be doing that next time. And then they just move on. Nothing is ever failure where they have to walk away from it. They just rebuild. So it is starting from a point of experience rather than a point of, you know, starting from scratch, as it were. So Five of Wands, I feel like, you may be finding different ways of doing something. You know, ideas from left field might just pop out of nowhere and offer an opportunity to do something really exciting. Now, you could be partnering up with people as well, because the Five of Wands can be can mean that there's a lot of you with a lot of different ideas, and you know, you got to how can I put that, honor each other's differences or diversity there. So but I feel like there's a lot of room that comes with this card to sort of really expand on your imagination and see what works, see what doesn't work. And I feel like in that trial and error is where you find the sweet point, where you get to the Six of Wands, which is success, your aha moment. So something you've been battling away with, I feel like you're about to have that aha moment. I can only say that because we've got the World card right here that says there's closure and the success with that. So we'll come to that in a moment though. Eight of Swords is an energy of don't keep yourself stuck. Is there something you're not seeing? Eight of Swords can mean that we close ourselves off because of worry or anxiety. We impose a restriction on ourselves that says, oh, that didn't work, so it's not going to work. Okay, so if that point didn't work, how can we just go around that point and see another route to making it work? So the Eight of Swords, often, I know it's a card that kind of like keeps people crippled, but it really opens up the question. What can I do differently? What am I not seeing? Release myself from denial and get out of my own way and get clarity of a situation and just find yourself in a moment of illumination rather than illusion. So I do feel like there's an opportunity here to see something or work something out in a different way, because Aries, you've got some powerful, strong, not only energy, but emotions and, ideas and passion and drive. You know, you're always willing to think outside the box, and I feel like you can do this, okay, whatever this is, because there's a lot of prosperity that's coming from it. So if you've been struggling on the way up to October time, you've been feeling a little bit unmotivated, you felt like it's a bit of an uphill battle, that everything you do is like, it just keeps you stuck, and then you get a little bit worried, like, is this not going to happen for me? Should I just, give up? Spirit's saying, because, the Five of Wands there in the reverse is like, should I just forget about this? Should I just quit? And Spirit says, no, because as soon as you do that, as soon as you think about that, look what's coming on in, a Knight of Cups. Now, this can be to do with love as well. You found it's, I'll come to love in a moment. They just said park love by the side. I'm guessing they're saying just come to that in a moment, but they're saying park love by the side. Not unless that's something that you would say, Aries. That's not the way I talk. So anyway, I'll leave that by the side. I'll come back to it in a moment. In terms of career, there's something here that you've been battling away with and struggling, and you may have felt like it's not going to happen. You may have felt like you need to retreat from it or give up. There's a lack of confidence with this, and you may feel like it's time to quit. Because in the upright, Seven of Wands says you keep battling away and you're actually the best of the best. You can go the distance. You are at your personal best, and you've been persevering on something, and you're not going to give up. But in the reverse, it says you're either close to giving up or you've given up on something. And, that's exactly when all of a sudden we got a breakthrough with that Knight of Cups. Now, Knight of Cups in terms of career, in terms of prosperity, is a breakthrough. It is an opportunity coming towards you that is something that, is close to your heart, something that is a goal or a dream. When you get, a Knight of Cups like that, I hope I said Knight of Cups and not Page of Cups. Anyway, I hope I said that. I'm channeling at the same time, so I just wanted to see if Knight of Cups. It's definitely a Knight of Cups. I'm channeling, so I glance at the card briefly, and then I get the energy from what I'm getting. Anyway, let's move on. Now, Knights are... I feel like they're showing me a knight is something that is like gallant, something that you wanted to do. It was like a dream or an opportunity that you wanted to go after. And I feel with this, it's going to transform the way that you look at your approach to whatever it is that brings prosperity. And you're going to see that, this is why I had to battle away. This is why I had to honor my creative ideas, because it's going to be, I feel like there's something different here that you do in October. That's what they're giving me here. And all of a sudden, it brings a lot of financial, I feel like financial prosperity, but there's a lot of abundance attached to it. Now, it could be, an award. It could be a recognition that you're after. It doesn't have to be money. I mean, money is important, of course, because we all need to pay bills. But the Knight of Cups says this is something that is close to your heart. This is like a dream come true kind of energy, okay? So I do feel like There's a major breakthrough here, and the World card says success. It says completion. It's like a job well done. You're reaching a final destination. This is your epiphany moment or your prosperity moment. This is the moment to recognize that there is fulfillment in this, and that there's a cause for celebration when you get the World card. It is about being in the right place at the right time, and divine timing in all things. You'll start to see that there's a new cycle here where things are just happening in a much more easier kind of way. But I feel like it's something you've battled with for a while and thought, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. So just have a look sometimes at, is there something I'm not seeing? Is there a different way I could approach this? And if there is, then great, obviously employ that. Or perhaps look at, because the Five of Wands can also mean, creative brainstorming, as I said. So it's kind of like, you could look to other people who've done something similar to what you want to do. You're not going to copy them, but they may have some sort of winning formula that you're like, oh, that's how they've done it. Okay, well, I like that part of it and I like that part of it, and I'll try and do it similar. In terms of like pattern, copying, a winning formula, as it were, but I'm going to use my own uniqueness. I've got something very different and original to say and offer, because you do, Aries. Everybody is different. They're actually showing me, they tend to show me this quite often, but they show me the fingerprints, and they're also showing me snowflakes as well, and how unique. There's no other fingerprints like yours, of course, Aries, and there's no other, like snowflakes are original as well. Each one is different. So they're really highlighting how important and integral your ideas are, because you are different from everybody else. Okay, so just be mindful of that. And of course, we've got number 49, finances there. Now, when you reduce it, 9 plus 4, there is 13. So that is transformation. Your finances are going to be transformed in October. So very abundant time. Now, of course, I know we're going through a major pandemic, and things are difficult, for example. So if you've lost your job, for example, there may be a job coming on in here for you out of nowhere, and it brings more money than you may have earned ever before. It could also be that if you're in a job and you've been lucky to keep that, it may be that your company surprises with either a promotion or a bonus for workers' morale. I know that morale is a little bit low at the moment. It's very low at the moment in a lot of places. So it can be that you get surprised by this. And it says here, you will reap the rewards of something you have been working towards and patiently waiting on. Your perseverance will pay off. Prosperity, windfall, abundance. So, that's 2 cards that say abundance coming towards you. Well, 3 if you count the World card. So a lot of success here, something that you've been working on, something you felt like was a bit of a mountain. That's what I'm really getting here, is you're going to start to see the fruits of your labor coming through in October. Now let me just clarify a little bit further. Just to let you know the cards that I'm using. The first deck there that I'm using is the Spirit of the Animals Oracle by JODY BERGSMA. The second deck, beautiful deck there as well, by CATRIN Rose Spencer. It's the Atlas Oracle. I'm clarifying with the Way of the Panda Tarot by Kimberly M. San. And the Archeon, I will be using that one in a moment. I'm using the Ex Animo Tarot deck by Bonneger, which is this deck here. Okay. Yeah, this is something you've been waiting for a while, okay? Something that you thought there was a lot of setback. You couldn't see it happening, okay? But they're indicating that it's just delayed. It was just delayed. It's going to come at the right time, which is what the World card means. Oh, Temperance card. So, Aries, don't shoot the messenger when I say this. This can be a card of impatience. We all get impatient, of course, especially if we're waiting on something. There may be someone who is owing you money. And I don't know why I'm getting this right now, but I'm getting that there may be someone who is owing you money there, and they come in and give it to you right at the right moment when you may need it the most. Now, in terms of the love, because I know I'm getting, Bubba, you parked the love over there. You've left it by the sidewalk and it's still parked there. Are you going to talk about it? I can feel the energy of it bubbling up there. Now, in terms of love, they're indicating that you may have lost hope in love. You may have found it very difficult when it comes to love, and you may have found that you haven't really found what you've been looking for, Aries, in that department. And it means you may have had, relationships that are quite tempestuous, or you have a lot of it's been a bit of a bumpy ride, okay, if you are single and looking for love. That Eight of Swords says, you may have just thought, you know what, I'm not even going to look for love anymore. I'm just going to give up, forget it. It's probably not for me. You know what, there's the Knight of Cups popping up there. There is love coming for you. It's going to be out of the blue. And the World card indicates it's an end of a cycle of you searching for love, or having relationships that are passion is good, right? Passion is wonderful, and sometimes you're having that creative sort of spark with a person where it's push pull, it's like passionate, sometimes argumentative. I'm a Scorpio, so sometimes I like that kind of energy. I'm not saying I want someone to be arguing with me. I like peace, of course I like peace, but sometimes you clear the air on something with an argument. We're all human. We all have those moments. So I feel if you've been having disjointed relationships quite a lot, and it's been, when you argue with someone a little bit too much and you think, this is probably not going to work. Okay, there's a difference between, occasionally an argument sort of flying up there and it clears the air. So I feel like you're going to find a very peaceful relationship coming on in for you. Someone who's very different from you, but someone who spurns you on, challenges you, and is that creative spark like you. I feel water coming through for you, as well as fire. I feel, it could be another Aries, could be Leo, Sag, but also I've got Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio coming through as well. So you could be meeting someone in the next 3 months, October, November, December. October could be the point where they come on into your life, if you don't know this person already. Anyway, so there we are. We've talked about that. We're going to talk more about love, of course, in December, but here we have, something that you have been waiting patiently on. The Fool card indicates that there is a new pathway opening up for you. There is a new exciting way forward. I feel like it's a time for optimism, for things just going the way that you had hoped, which Aries is not something you've often experienced. Now the Fool card is obviously an Aries card, so this is you taking a leap of faith in a new direction, doing something quite exciting, maybe learning new skills, perhaps even needing to come out of your comfort zone in order to challenge the status quo and do something differently in order to earn lots of money. So for example, if, because they just said give them an example, and they're also giving me a name. I'll leave the name there. I'll come back to that in a moment. For example, if you are in a 9-to-5 job, for example, and you're like feeling a little bit unmotivated, and you're like, but I need to still pay the bills, so I need to do that. You may be deciding, you know what, I want to set up a YouTube channel, and you may sort of be like, well, this is really out of my comfort zone. I don't even know how to do this. And then you just find your way. You just dive on all in and just do it. Or it could be that you're an artist, or you are a writer on the side, and you're doing another job to be able to fund, those moments. And then all of a sudden, that secondary job, your parallel job, the one that you really want to do, your heart's desire, the dream, sort of pops up and is more prevalent in your world, and you earn more money at it. I feel like you're coming out of a comfort zone and like, oh, I feel like, because what they're showing me at the moment is, when a child is learning to ride a bike for the first time, and then all of a sudden the stabilizers come off. The stabilizers are being taken off. I feel like that's how you're working October. Okay, I feel like safety's off, and you're going for it, and it's really thrilling, and you're going to be very successful at it. Okay, that's what I'm getting. Now the name that they're giving me is Robbie. So either your name is Robbie, or that's someone that's important to you, or that's like your boss, or it's maybe someone you're partnering up with in business. Please take it as it resonates. It's not going to resonate for everyone, of course. It may be someone you meet who has a nickname called Robbie in October. So I like to, when things come to me, I like to write them down. And so for example, I'll just give you an example actually. I was doing a reading for, I can't remember what sign it was for, but there was a song that came up in the reading, and it was You Win Again. Okay, it may have even been for your reading, and I was like, pay close attention to this, because they were giving me part of it. I had to look it up. I like to look up the songs afterwards, and I was like, pay close attention. The song may have played just after your reading, or just before your reading, or it maybe means something to you, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, I finished the reading, I did the editing, uploaded the video, and I thought I'm going to take a moment to sit outside in the sun. It was a beautiful sunny day. So I went outside, my radio doesn't work anymore, but I went outside, and a neighbor about 3-4 rows down was playing the radio, and the song, as soon as I stepped out into the sun, that song came out on the radio, and I was like, boom, and my guides were like, hello. And so I love it. It works for me too. Okay, so I love synchronicities and things like that. Anyway, move on. My point being, I like to write things down when they come to me in your readings as well. So because sometimes they actually apply to me also. Now the Hierophant card is a learning card, so you may be opening yourself up to study of some sort, but it could also mean that you're deepening your commitment to your goal or your dream, your path. You're changing something, because that number 13 means transformation, change. And the Hierophant can mean if you're working within an institution that you feel is stifling or keeping you inside the box. Aries, you're not meant to live inside the box, okay? You weren't born to live inside the box. You're a fire element where you're like, you kick back at the box. You destroy the box, okay? So I feel like intuitively, if anything stifles you or makes you feel suffocated, I feel like you are doing something different to shake up that energy in October. And I mean, also, some people may be, finding money from somewhere in order to get married. For example, you may be saving to get married, and intuitively you work on a hunch, okay, and you do something that brings a big payoff, and you've got enough money to get married, because the Hierophant can be a marriage card as well. But I just feel this energy of convention. I'm going to pull a card on it for you. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Great Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Aries? What do they need to know regarding... Thank you so much. We got the Three of Swords in the reverse. You're recovering from... Oh, gosh. Okay, I mean, they're giving the same cards, pretty much. Well, we'll leave this one here for a moment. So Three of Swords in the reverse is, overcoming something that was quite painful. So whether it was, that you were in a high-level commitment with somebody, and that's now in review, and you've separated from that person. This is only for people who've already separated from that person, because you're recovering. The Three of Swords in the reverse means there's been some time, and you're coming to terms with it in some way. Okay, there is mental, physical, emotional healing here. I'm sending you a huge hug, because I know how painful a Three of Swords is. Okay, Aries, I've been there myself. Everyone's pain is different. I'm not saying I understand exactly what you're going through, because everyone's pain is absolutely different. And loads of people told me, oh, it'll all be okay, time is a healer, all of those cliches they throw at you. In the moment, you're like, F off, you don't know my pain. But without being too rude to them, of course, there's just part of you that's like, no, I'm suffering here, okay? I kind of promise you that, I mean, if I could go back in time and shake everybody's hand who ever hurt me, I'd be like, you know what, I thank you, because you actually set me on a path that is perfect for me now, okay? So, but anyway, the Three of Swords in the reverse indicates something that you let go of, you lost, or you felt like you lost out on. Spirit is bringing you something to replace it with. Okay, so if, for example, you lost your job because we have big old pandemic going on, and you've been struggling for a while, you may have been trying to recoup and recover, and you're just not really sure how you're going to do it. But the universe will provide. We got that Knight of Cups back again. So this indicates that there is something, if there's something you've been struggling with, or something that you felt you lost out on, there's no such thing as a missed opportunity, okay? We are all here to learn. Unfortunately, we have painful lessons, some more than others, and it is not fair. I totally understand that too. The Knight of Cups indicates that there is a better time coming for you. So if you lost your job, for example, October sees, an offer of doing something that you love, and it almost like phases this away. You're getting over this, and you're going to replace it with something greater. If you lost or you separated from somebody, that you are finding it difficult to get over in terms of love, for example. I feel like there is an offer of love coming on in here for you that is allows you to blossom even further, even more. That is someone who's going to work hard for the union, someone who's going to, can you see that panda? Now pandas are typically lazy creatures, or not lazy, they just love like hanging about, just enjoying life and taking it easy. This panda is actually climbing a tree with a cup. Okay, so this love that is coming towards you is someone who is going to, come out of their comfort zone and make an effort. They're going to meet you halfway. They're going to put in the work. So I feel like there's going to be a major changes for you in terms of money, but also in terms of love. So I would say dream big. I know, sometimes I'm a little bit naive in my dreaming and hoping for the best of everybody. I know it's a difficult old world out there, and I'm part of it. Things don't always go my way at all, and I get taught the most horrific lessons sometimes. So but the energy that they're giving me is that there is a positive thing coming for you. There's a couple of positive things coming for you in October that really helps you if you're struggling. Okay, now in November we've got more change. I mean, this is a perfect card for November because Scorpio energy is about rebirth. It is about transformation, and you got all those butterflies there. So that means if you've been in that chrysalis period where you're feeling stuck, nothing's happening, we're being taught a lesson, there's growth there. Okay, difficult lessons, I know, but the butterfly means rebirth. You're going to come out of that emerged, changed. Okay, you're going to emerge and change. You're going to be forever changed for it. It says you can reinvent yourself, open to the rewards of change. You have brilliance to share with the world. Love every part of your journey. Okay, and it is a journey. Sometimes we're up, sometimes we're down. That's just life, and that's like cold hard facts. And I don't really like to deal in cold hard facts, but I always be honest, always. Okay, now in November, the 8th house, of course, of money is still lit for you. So especially joint finances. So there's going to be a rebirth. It's almost like I feel this energy of, baby, I'm back. I feel like you're back in the game, as it were, in terms of finances. I feel like you're on the up. There's more money coming in towards you. Now, the 2nd house of self-worth is also activated in November for you, and that's at the end of the month. That's with that full moon in, it's a full moon eclipse actually in Taurus, and it's about money, possessions, and things like that. But your house of self-worth rather, is about your energy exchange with people, with situations, what you give and what you get back. So if you're working really hard, you're working like a dog with a bone and all of that, and in a job that doesn't pay what you're putting into it in terms of energy, you may want to look at that, shift that. I mean, we're all lucky to have a job at the moment, if we have one. So I feel that, how can I put that? Yeah, it's about looking at exchanges. So for example, friendships, if you've always got that one friend that always needs help and you're always there for them, Aries, and they take your advice or don't take your advice, and and at one time you need them and you rarely ask for anything, and then they're not there for you. It's about looking at those exchanges and seeing where it should be reciprocal. Okay, we all know when we are in someone's energy and it feels really good, and we all know when we're in someone's company and we're like, yeah, I wish I was somewhere else. It's an energy exchange. So you'll be looking at your self-worth and recognizing where you deserve better and where you deserve more. Okay. Now November is going to throw up a surprise for everybody. It's so interesting that you've got, and pay close attention to your synchronicities, Aries, because they just said to me numbers, numbers, numbers. Okay, so they're screaming numbers at me right now, and they're right. 49 was your first card there. Which is 4 plus 9 is 13, okay? And your next card over is, of course, 13. So there's synchronicity here. And number, Scorpio is number 13 in the major arcanas. It's the death card, which is change, radical change, and transformation. And you've got that rebirth. So expect the unexpected in November. Everybody's going to have some surprises in November. We've got that new moon in Scorpio, which is huge awakening, outrageous expression, and sort of recharging life, also rebirth and radical changes. Okay, so, and you're in control of it, Aries, because we got that magician card right there, and you are the magician. Okay, Aries is the magician. So thoughts become things. Now, I'm just going to clarify this card first. It says masculine, excuse me, masculine. So that is an energy of action, doing something, making the changes. It says yang, sun, heat. Be decisive and take action. So there's something here that you're going to transform your life with, and you're going to just go for it. Okay, I feel like I feel like you affect radical change here, especially with your thoughts. Okay, manifestation is really key for you in November. I feel like it brings a lot of positivity. Okay, they want me to go to this deck here. I'm only reading the uprights in the Archeon Tarot, just to let you know, but they want me to go to this one. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Great Angels. Can you please clarify the number 13, the masculine card for my beautiful Aries? Now, male or female, it's not about the gender, it's about the energy, okay? So it's about action, it's about drive, it's about ambition, okay? And you got the Herald of Swords. So the Herald of Swords is the Knight of Swords, okay? Basically, you're taking action, you're making big changes to your world, life-changing changes and opportunities. I feel like it will go quite quickly for you, and this is something that you are doing yourself, which is really quite wonderful. And I feel like this is, you're in control of it. So you're cutting out anything that doesn't serve you. You are actually championing something that you do want to do, and you're making changes that are for your highest good. Okay. So again, I mean, the Herald of Swords says you're on it. You're doing it, whatever it is. Now, the Knight of Swords often sees what they want, the goal, the dream, takes action and accomplishes. Okay, there's definitely an energy of you needing to broaden your either perspective or do something differently, make swift changes so that things happen more quickly for you. We got a Four of Pentacles there. Four of Pentacles is long-term security. But it's also, don't hold on too tightly to things, be in the flow. Oh, double four there, Four of Swords. They are saying you are protected at this time. Okay, financially, there's an indication you are protected at this time. Four of Pentacles is, I'm just going to show you. So double numbers there. Four of Pentacles says long-term security. Just don't hold on too tightly to things, because be in the flow of it, okay? The Four of Swords says you are protected in this energy. It can mean that you are in a solitary energy. You're still in that recovery mode perhaps, but you're better than you were before, okay? You're a little bit more forward on your journey. But this means, often means that Spirit is protecting you, okay? While you think things through to the next stage. And we're going to go again, they said. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Great Angels. Can you please guide? And we got the Lovers card. Oh my gosh, what is this, Aries? You are, there's some sort of, you know, they keep giving me this energy of your solitary energy, boom, there's love. So there's a choice here with love. We got the Lovers card. So definitely soulmate energy coming on in. I mean, we go straight through to the soulmate card and a ring. So you know, if you're looking for love, the next 3 months are really starred for you in terms of that. And you know, as I said, your second house of self-worth is very important. Confidence is an aphrodisiac, okay? So remember that. So the Lovers card indicates that there is someone coming on in that's going to really sort of set your soul on fire, Aries. I feel like they make their presence known in October, someone you meet in October, and someone that you start to merge with in November. By December, I feel like it could be a real thing, like it's a solidified sort of relationship there. Now, in terms of career, this could mean, you know, as well, partnering up with the right people. It can be about like attracts like, unification, people coming together to pool their resources or their ideas and create something really exciting for the future. And it's a time to dream boldly because you are actually protected at this time. But there is action. Now, if you're the sort of person, Aries, that when you like someone, you get a little bit shy, for example, you know, we all do it at sometimes. You know, I'm a Scorpio and I get super shy. You know, if I really like someone, I can't even speak, which is bizarre. So, and people go, oh, you're just doing that sort of mysterious, smoldering Scorpio thing. And I'm like, no, I'm stumbling over my words and I'm staying really silent so I don't look like an idiot. So, you know, people have got their own little foibles and little quirks that they think about. And I feel like with the Lovers card, there's going to be an opportunity for you to actually come out of a comfort zone, because I'm clarifying the energy of action, okay? I mean, if you want something and you want to be happy, the sun is right in the center, which represents happiness, abundance, joy, success. Whatever it is, you got to put some heat on it. You got to go for it. Okay, dive on all in and don't resist. So whether it's love, whether it's career, they're basically saying go for it, because you have the power to partner up with some really powerful things, whether it's love, your a soulmate energy, or whether it is in terms of a career opportunity. If it's worth it, go after it. Okay, Aries, I don't feel like you're going to have to chase it per se, but I feel like there's going to be a moment where you have to do something. So for example, something that you've not done before. I really feel like that's what's happening in the next couple of months. Something you're going to surprise yourself, and you're going to be glad that you did it. Now, the Magician card, again, as I said, is thoughts becoming things. You've got everything you need to make your desires met, to create that world for yourself. You're turning your visions into reality. I know I say this quite a lot, but you've got everything you need. You've got talent, you've got drive, you've got determination. You're attractive both inside and out. And I'm not blowing smoke up here, you know what. As I said, confidence is an aphrodisiac. If you're not going to love you and think you're you're all that in a packet of fries, who is? Aries, so that confidence is important. It's not about ego. There's a fine line. Okay, confidence is key. Self-worth is important. Healthy, strong boundaries. Knowing that you deserve the best of the best, and you do. So with that Magician card, it's about getting the best job, for example, or getting the best opportunity, or negotiating the best deal for what you have to offer in terms of your skill set, or getting the highest love that is on offer for you, because you totally deserve it. You've got so much passion, love, and care to give another person, Aries. And now I've dated a couple of Aries, let's put it like this, and some of the most exciting people to be with, and not just that, but loving, caring, romantic. I mean, it was like living 100 miles a minute, and I just love every second of it. Okay, so you've got a lot to offer, is my point. No matter who you are, where you come from, you've got that powerful feisty energy within you. Also, the Magician card is about seeing the truth of your inner power and using it for good. So remember that when you are manifesting, and you really set some time aside to manifest what it is that you truly desire, Aries, because we often sort of, don't focus on ourselves enough. We have our goals, we have our dreams, but when was the last time you actually sat down for maybe 10 minutes, sat in silence and really manifested something? Then just let it go. You don't have to keep coming back and doing it, because if you do that, you're reordering it with the universe. It's like you've ordered something from a restaurant and they're coming on in to give it to you, but then you've reordered it and they're like, oh, okay, yeah, this time they ordered the same thing, but they want sort of mushrooms on the side as well. So let's bring that back. So just remember, manifest it truly, fully in that one moment, and then let it go, and then work towards it, take action towards it. Okay, now in December we've got Sea Otter, happiness, loving that. Okay, now December is an interesting month. We've got the new moon eclipse in Sagittarius, a very powerful energy. It's a super powerful time about setting intentions, your goals, your dreams ahead, but it's also a very feisty time as well. And it says here, be the master of playful living, release expectations and enjoy every day. Let worry go, instead choose love. Surrender to the waves. Your good destiny of love is sure. Now, it's difficult to do, Aries. I absolutely know that. Sometimes self-doubt creeps in, or anxiety creeps in, and we just can't help it. We have to be able to train ourselves in some way to really look at our own thoughts. When we start to do that, when we start to recognize our own thoughts of fear, or that we're not enough, or that external circumstances are making us feel a little bit worried or nervous, the only thing we have control over is how we feel about it. We can choose to let it envelop us, or we can choose to go, you know what will be will be. Okay, so I feel like injecting a bit more playful energy into your world. I mean, you've got some really positive energy coming in December, but they're just trying to sort of remind you sometimes if we have a goal or a dream, and I mean, everybody's got one, but everybody wants something that's, whether it's we just want good health for ourselves and our families, and or whether it is we want a hotshot job in the city. Whatever it is that a person wants, it is a goal or a dream. And the best way to manifest it is to sort of set it as an intention and then just let it breathe. Because if we were like, and then it has to have this, and then it has to have that, and then it has to have this, the universe is like, all right, well, that's quite a tall order. Okay, I could probably give you this, this, and this, but since you're being so sort of picky and wanting this, this, and this, then we can't have that for a while. Actually, we got to order that. So just be mindful to let it breathe a little bit. I don't know why it's coming out like that, why they're channeling it like that to me, but that's what they're giving to me. Now, thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Aries? What do they need to know about Sea Otter happiness? I mean, it pretty much, Knight of Swords. You are taking some action and you are in control and in success mode. Okay, look at this. Powerful energy is like, pow, on the scene. Aries has arrived, pow. Aries is being really successful at whatever it is that you're deciding to do. This is power right there, okay? Now, with the Emperor card, the Emperor card is about structure. It is about planning. It is about perhaps planning for the future, setting some strategy or goals in motion. This is about success. It is about being your own boss, for example, or stepping into a leadership role. You could be working your way up to a promotion, or you may have got a promotion and now you're like showing your muscle within that new job role. The Emperor can be you being, setting up your own business, for example, and leading the way. You could also be reaching out to people in authority or people who've already done whatever it is you are hoping to do, and seeing the way that they do it and then taking action on it and being successful. This is a power card, okay? This says you got this. This says success. It says drive, ambition. So again, this is a masculine energy of doing. It is taking action, and it is partnered with that Knight of Swords that came off the back of November there for you. So whatever you're trying to achieve, Aries, you're getting an extra power up, okay? Extra power up in the month of December. Now, your 9th house of study, travel, higher learning is activated. A quest for life, and I see it right here in these cards. Okay, a quest for life, a quest for action, a quest for change, perhaps a quest for adventure. Now, depending on the restrictions around the world at the moment because of the pandemic, you may be restricted in certain areas, but in others you may not be. So you may be finding where those restrictions lie and how you can maneuver within them. But this is about seeing the bigger picture of life and going after whatever it is that you want. Now, if you, for example, want the job of your dreams and you have to study to get there, you may take on, because of your 9th house, you may enroll in a course, for example. But December is normally a winding down month for the year. But Aries, you're powering up. You've only just begun. And I feel like it's really exciting energy there. Now, the 3rd house for you in December is also activated right at the end of the month. And that is about, dreaming of the great getaway or the great escape, or, dreaming of an adventure. It's also about, communication, especially since we got that Knight of Swords there, communication coming towards you, but also you communicating your needs. So quite an important time for you in terms of career or goals or dreams. This is about success, okay? I feel like it comes to a real conclusion in December. You leave really on a high note. There's a couple of signs that leave on a high note, okay? Now, I will clarify that Tower because it is looming. There's a surprise, I gotta say, but you've also got Chariot, which is success. So let us see. But we've got number 23, near future. And it says here, expect arrivals any day now, presently, rapid, shortly. So really quick energy. That Knight of Swords shows that it's going to be super quick, whatever this is. We've also got soulmate, twin flame, bond, soul, family. Okay, and it says there, this connection involves a close friend, romantic partner, or tribe. It's number 6, which is the number of love. And we've got ring, an engagement ring. Okay, and it says there, love, honor, faithfulness, commitment, promise, devotion. So it looks like you could be meeting, if you're not with somebody, you could be meeting a love of your life in the next 3 months, and it ends on a real sort of surprise note. I mean, the Tower can mean if you and a person have been with each other for a while, for example, and everyone's always saying, come on, you two, when you get married? And you're like, we don't need to do it right now, and then all of a sudden your partner just pops the question. It can be like, whoa, didn't see that coming. So I will clarify, as I said there, but we have some sort of commitment here to do something with love. So either it is partner up with people in business, people that you think are your soul tribe, people you trust. You want to create something in unity is important. I feel like that diamond there on the top of that ring indicates that it is something that's going to be very lucrative. It could also be that, you know, as I said, you are deepening a commitment with a soulmate or someone you've met that you've fallen completely madly and crazily in love with. It is something that you've been waiting for. We've got that hangman energy. So this is, you know, you've seen a new perspective on life. You know, you sacrifice a lot to get to this point, Aries, and you've waited a long time. Now's the time to just surrender to it and enjoy it. Okay, we've also got that Chariot card, which is about success, movement forward. It is about taking action as well, drive. You're going in the right direction. You're on the right path. Okay, and December is going to close out, as I said, on a high note, but you're still moving. It's almost like December 2021 moves straight on into January 2022. You know, you keep on running. That's the song that I'm getting right now. They're just giving me a song, Keep On Running. I don't know what this song is. Keep on running. And then it goes really muffled and goes, cause something. It's like this song that goes, dun, 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 keep on running. I'm going to have to look it up. I'm sure it's a very famous song, and I'm sure I've heard it before. But anyway, that's the song. I mean, it literally was, because I'm channeling, I feel they gave me that song as they're channeling the same words of keep on running. Anyway, let's move on. Maybe that song plays on the radio before you listen to this reading, or perhaps it plays after. Perhaps you're in the store later on in the next couple of weeks, or maybe just in December, so write it down. Keep on running. Plays. I'm going to look it up and see. It's probably called Keep On Running, but I'll have to look it up. Okay, and I'll have to see how the lyrics even connect to your reading as well, because they often do. But the Chariot card indicates there's an element of you being the master or the mistress of your own destiny, and also fate intervening as well, because as you can see, there's no reins on that horse. So there is, you know, an element of fate, destiny. This is meant to happen. You're meant to meet this person. You're meant to have this job. You're meant to, for example, if you lost a job, you were meant to lose that job so you could find something greater. You know, it really is, you're going to see how destiny has things moving forward for you in a perfect way, okay? I feel like you're overcoming on any obstacles. Your determination, your willpower, and your drive shows you that you got this, okay? Now, as you move forward, we're going straight on into a tower moment. Now, let me explain the tower energy that I'm getting first before we clarify. The tower can represent a prison where you've been going round and round in circles on something, and all of a sudden there is a lightning bolt moment where it's like an aha, epiphany, or it could be an element from fate, you know, an incident that happens that makes you see things clearly. It often blows the crown chakra wide open. That's about deep knowing. It also affects the third eye so that you can see clearly. And as you can see, those two butterflies, they exit the tower because they've just been flying around, you know, in a prison. Or it could be complacency. You know, you got really comfortable in that tower. It's like, meh, might as well stay here, go round and round. But also, a lightning bolt sets the building on fire. So it's become an uncomfortable place to be in. So whether that's you're feeling, you know, you have to find that motivation, that drive to do something, and you have to come out of a comfort zone, because those two butterflies, they have to exit the tower. They have to come out of their comfort zone in order to change something, okay? Because if they stay where they are, it is going to be over. It's game over for them. It's so uncomfortable. It's going to just end badly. Okay. So I feel like there is an epiphany moment here for you in December that makes you change something, and it gives you a chance to rebuild it stronger than it was before, because the tower often takes something away in order to replace it with something greater, but it feels uncomfortable at the time. Okay. It can be a negative energy as well. It can be something that's really shocking. So it can be like, as I said, it can be that all of a sudden, you know, you're in a relationship with someone and you've been with them for a long time, for example, and out of the blue they pop the question, they want to get married. Or it can be that you were not expecting, you're with someone, you just met someone and you were not expecting them to propose so soon after meeting you. So I'm just going to clarify this energy for you before we move forward. Can you please clarify the Tower for my beautiful Aries? What do they need to know about this Tower moment? Can you please clarify? Two of Cups, love. Two of Cups. I mean, everything about December, it's about love. It's about partnership. So, I mean, it can be a positive surprise. As I said, it can be a chance to rebuild, unity. This is a proposal. I mean, whenever you look up the Two of Cups, it's about a romantic love that leads to a proposal of marriage, or to, a settling down energy, a higher level of commitment. So they're giving me that same energy. Could you please clarify a little bit further just to make sure? I don't want my beautiful Aries to be like, okay, she said there was a Tower. I started to get worried, but then the Two of Cups came out, so it kind of looked okay. But I just want to make sure. Can you please clarify? How would you like to receive? Oh, well, it doesn't matter. They said it doesn't matter. Yeah. I mean, King of Swords, Epiphany moment. Seeing things clearly. Thinking before you act. Perhaps that's what it is. Perhaps you're going to shock people, Aries. Someone's going to ask you to marry them, and you may be like, let me think about it. Okay, and you're going to like set the cat amongst the pigeons there, Aries. The King of Swords is someone who thinks before they take action on it. Perhaps you're the one who's going to come out of your comfort zone and ask someone to marry them. Okay, the King of Air is someone who strategically thinks about something before they take action. So this could be somebody that you're even with. You could be with a Gemini, for example, or you could be with someone who's got strong water in their chart. I do feel fire and water in the chart there, but it could be someone who's got Gemini in that chart as well. And this is someone that you've been with for a long time, someone you believe is king energy, which is bringing high energy to a relationship, and they've been thinking for a long time to pop the question. I'm just going to go and get a little bit more. We got Four of Swords and the Lovers. Wow. Aries, pay close attention to your reading. You're getting the same cards again. So Four of Swords is an energy of, can be solitude or retreat. So maybe you are thinking about it, because the Lover's card, I mean, soulmate energy with the Lover's card, but it also used to be called a choice card. So maybe it is someone saying, let's get married, or do you want to be my wife or my partner or my husband or whatever? And you're like, let me think about it. Aries, look at you. Okay, so, I mean, if you're unsure, of course, I mean, I would think about it, because it's a big old commitment, right? But they're giving me the same energy. Like, Four of Swords is a bit of a time out to really, like, rest and think about things, and, you're protected whilst you do that, but you may go off, and the Lover's card is a choice card. So perhaps you have a choice when it comes to love. But one of them's it looks like one of them could pop the question. So December looks like it's all about love for you. In terms of career, I mean, you could have a choice of jobs, for example. It could be like buses. All of a sudden, there's been no work, but all of a sudden, there's like a couple of opportunities coming your way. But I feel like those opportunities really come in October for you. So I feel like there may be some sort of power shift or change at your work, some sort of reshift of bosses. Maybe a CEO steps down or something like that, or and perhaps there's or it could be a manager or something steps down, and there's an opportunity for you to fill that role. You may think about it, and there's a big restructure is what I feel of your life, a major change event in your life in December. But it seems to be quite positive. You seem to come out of it, and you seem to have a set of choices that will help you through. So I hope that helps you in some way, my beautiful Aries. I'm going to close the reading with Victoria Mosley's Vintage Oracle, Vintage Wisdom Oracle even. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides. We got Hope. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Bright Angels. Keep on running. Keep on running. Okay. Gratitude. I'm just trying to get that song. It's still playing in the background for me. And we've got Intuition. Okay. So Hope. A lot to be hopeful for, especially in, most months really. I feel like there's a big transformational sort of plot twist month in November for you, but October and December look really like bang on point positive. We've got gratitude, joy, peace, purity, truth, and temperance here. Okay, so hope, whatever it is you've been hoping for, whatever it is you've been patiently waiting on, then things are coming to fruition. We've also got gratitude. Okay, you've got a lot to be happy for, my beautiful Aries. Remember to thank Spirit, thank the universe or source, whoever your source is. You know, I'm not here to talk about religion or anything like that, but whoever you consider your source, remember to be grateful and to thank them in moments. And intuition is key. Hunches pay off, Aries, so pay close attention to them. It will bring you a lot of peace, knowing that deep down you're right. You listen to your instincts, okay? I'm just going to pull a trinket before we close. Thank you so much, Spirit guys. Ooh, I just want this one. Oh my gosh. I haven't had this one in a long time. We just got peace. Peace. Peace, unity, serenity. There's a lot of it coming towards you, okay? I feel like it's been a very anxious time, not just around the world, but I feel from your energy as well. So it looks like peace of mind, one of the most important things that money just cannot buy, Aries. So peace of mind is there for you, okay? Where would you like this? Where would you like this? Where would you like this? They want on happiness. Sea otter happiness, okay? So I'll leave it there. I hope something resonates in this reading for you, my beautiful Aries. If it does, please like or subscribe to my channel. Completely free for you. All you have to do is press the little bell that lets you know when I update my next message. It lets me know that you resonate with the reading, which is very important for me. Also, if you'd like to be in with a chance with a free personal reading, I don't do personal readings. I give them away in a giveaway once a month if I can, to one lucky subscriber. All you have to do for it this month is champion yourself. Okay, so, and if you are wanting to set up a business, for example, or you're wanting to do something, take a first step. So if, for example, you want to be a YouTuber, you know, set up your YouTube channel. You don't have to put anything up there at the minute until you sort yourself out, but just take that first step and do it. Or, you know, set up your email address if you want to be an entrepreneur. Set up an email address with your own company in there. If you're looking for love, for example, put yourself out there. Maybe put yourself out there on a course on something that you enjoy, so you find like-minded individuals. Or if you don't want to go down that, you know, dating app route. There's different ways to get yourself out there. Just take that first step. Rip off the plaster. Do it, okay? Champion yourself. Now, all you have to do in the comments box below, write the words, I will succeed, okay? I will succeed, and you will, Aries. You absolutely will. It's an affirmation to live by. You will succeed. So all you have to do is pop it in the comments box below, and I will gravitate towards one lucky subscriber on the 29th of September, okay? I'll upload it in a video to let you know who won the reading, okay? So you know it's me and not a scammer. Thank you so much, my beautiful Aries. Love and light.